So I'm Rochelle Sapp. I am one of the three team members with Voyager's consulting group, and more specifically, I'm former faculty and the previous director of the Lead 21 program, which is a national leadership program for faculty within the land-grant university system, which is how I know many of the individuals that are associated with ACE and kind of how we got connected through our relationships with some of the board members of ACE to even potentially talk about developing this ACE Leadership Institute. And then I'll have my two colleagues, Kim Heller, who is based out of Nebraska, also worked with the land-grant university system leadership program, and then Carolyn Humphrey, who's based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And together, we all have numerous years of experience working with leaders within the land-grant university systems around leadership development, organizational development, and just kind of a wide range of experiences. So for our team, we're actually going to spend a little bit of time before the program even kicks off doing some discovery and really trying to figure out what are the needs of leaders within ACE as you think about them moving into leadership roles, and not necessarily specific positional leadership roles, but as being leaders at the table where decisions are being made. And so we really want this to be very personal and giving them an opportunity to think about their own leadership, how they can show up, how they can lead differently, try some new things out in a safe environment that's allows them to learn from each other. As adult learners, you have a lot of experience, so we really want to tap into that. Of course, there'll be some assessments, and there will be some different maybe simulations and opportunities to learn through doing, but we really rely on the context that individuals bring in. You know, we think about engineers, they're not trained to be leaders, they're trained to be engineers. We think about faculty that move into dean positions, they're not trained to be deans, they're not trained to be leaders. They're trained to do whatever it is that their specialty is. And similarly, you all are trained to be communication experts, specialists, whether that's faculty or staff. But you also sit at those leadership tables and have to develop the skills and abilities to influence decisions that are being made, to then be able to communicate those decisions that are being made. And you have a lot of kind of connections throughout your organizations and even across institutions within the land-grant university system. And so we want to be able to develop those skills and the confidence for each of you to really step into whatever that role is. Through the experience, we'll be using a number of different ways that we'll learn. We'll start off with an in-person session that is immediately after the ACE conference in 2026. We'll have some virtual sessions that will connect for about 2 hours each throughout the year. And then you'll also get some one-on-one coaching. And so it'll include at least one, if not two, one-on-one coaching sessions where you get to work with either myself or one of my great colleagues, Kim or Carolyn, really thinking about how do you apply what you're learning? How do you try some things out? As well as some opportunities just to connect with other individuals that are a part of the program. So why should you participate? Well, we really see this as an opportunity to provide you with a space to learn and grow in a different way. You're trained as communication experts, communication specialists, and this is kind of a different way of learning and growing as a leader. University communication specialists and experts are being seen and tapped to really lead within their organizations, within their universities in different ways and not just provide service. It's also an opportunity that you may not get in other places. You know, Lead 21 is pretty limited. Even though there's 90 participants a year, it's still pretty limited in terms of how many people from each institution or budgets that your institution may offer. And this is a specific place for ACE members to really engage and learn and maybe get some of that professional development that you might not be getting through the typical professional development you get through ACE or through those other opportunities like Lead 21 or maybe even some of your university leadership development programs that are tapping more of your traditional faculty and not necessarily looking at individuals within the roles that you are sitting in, even though you sit at very influential tables and need to have a strong voice at those tables.